Welcome to another episode of Arc Synergy. My name is Angeline. I am a licensed speech language pathologist as well as the founder and CEO of Arc Synergy. Arc Synergy was built to help clinicians with their licensure processes and remove the guesswork around requirements. In today's episode, we're reviewing everything you need to know to obtain your full SLP license. As we go through each requirement, you'll see how this information appears inside the Arc Synergy app, so you can reference it anytime during the video. If you're watching on YouTube, I'd love for you to leave a comment and share how many state licenses you currently hold. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, be sure to leave us a review and follow the show so you can stay up to date on future licensing content. Arc Synergy, a centralized licensure platform built by an SLP for SLPs, designed for practical clinical application. In this episode, we are walking through how to obtain a provisional speech language pathology license in New York, including the application steps, the education and exam requirement, the supervision rules, the fees, the timeline, and what this license allows you to do. This is a high-level walkthrough for official form, supervision details, and school-based credential requirements. You will find everything organized inside the Arc Synergy app. So this applies to speech language pathologists seeking a provisional New York license while completing the required supervised professional experience. So the provisional license allows you to practice only under an approved supervisor while you complete those requirements for full licensure. The process began by you submitting Form 1, the application for licensure, along with the required fee. Of course, your graduate school will submit Form 2, an official transcript, directly to the board. You must also arrange for your practice exam score to be sent to the board. Once approved, the board will issue a provisional license allowing you to begin your supervised practice. Applicants must hold a master's degree or higher in speech language pathology from a New York registered school or an ASHA accredited school or an equivalent program. The program must include the required coursework, practicum, and clinical preparation as determined by the board. Applicants must pass the Praxis Speech Language Pathology exam. The code for the New York board is 5331. The minimum passing score required by New York is 162. You must request ETS to send the scores directly to the board using the agency code R7747. Before beginning practice, you must establish supervision with a New York approved supervisor, right? So this requires submission of Form 4A, documenting the supervisors and practice setting, and Form 4B, which records supervised experience. So these forms are completed by you and your supervisor and sent directly to the board. New York requires completion of at least 36 weeks of supervised professional experience for your CF. So this may be completed full-time, 35 hours per week, or part-time at an equivalent rate. At least 2/3 of your time must involve direct clinical contact. All supervised experience must be completed within a 4-year window and must meet New York supervision criteria. Hope you are enjoying this episode so far. Your support is really appreciated. If you are watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to let us know what other state licenses you would like us to cover next. If you are listening to this podcast, please give us a follow and leave a comment to let us know what you think of the show. We would really appreciate it. Now back onto the episode. The fee for licensure for a CF license and first registration is $294. Online applications may be paid by credit card. Other applications require personal checks or money order payable to the New York State Education Department. Cash is not an accepted form of payment. International payments must be drawn on a U.S. bank in U.S. currency. Applicants who withdraw may be eligible for a partial refund. If you plan to work in New York public or non-public schools, basically if you plan to work with kids, a teacher of student with speech and language disability credential or TSSLD is required. So that is completed separately and is typically after your CF is completed. You'll need to apply for that. School certification is distinct from the state license. And in Arc Synergy, you will find all the steps and the fees to apply for the certification directly on its own, so you can go over all the requirements. The provisional license is time limited and exists solely to allow completion of supervised experience, the CF here, right? So you may only practice under approved supervision. Failure to complete the experience requirement within the allowed time frame may require you to reapply. Processing times may vary, but the current average processing time is about 6 weeks once all the required documents are received. And complete submissions will, of course, delay the process. For questions about licensure, you can contact the New York board by phone number or by sending them an email. Both of those contact information are kept up to date inside the Arc Synergy app, so they are only one tap away. If you want to track the required forms, you want to confirm the supervision eligibility, you want to monitor your supervised weeks and transition smoothly from provisional to full licensure, everything we've covered plus official links is available inside the Arc Synergy app. You will find New York provisional licensure steps, the fees, the timelines, and documentations all in one place. Thanks for watching. Arc Synergy, a centralized licensure platform built by an SLP for SLPs, designed for practical clinical application. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. You'll find download links in the description below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to get the app on iOS and Android devices. For short step app walkthrough and feature demonstration, follow us on Instagram or TikTok. And for real-time licensing updates and rule changes, make sure to follow us on X. If you are looking to connect with other clinicians or ask questions or join any discussion, make sure to join us on Facebook. Our community page is open to all clinicians. If you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share comments with any questions. If you're listening on a podcast platform, a quick follow and a review really helps us keeping the show running. Thanks for tuning in.